a service of H. Hawaii Media. The following paid programming does not necessarily reflect the views of KPHI AM 96.7 FM, AM 1130, OC 882, KPHI, Pinoy Power Radio.
Tulay ng mga Filipino sa magagandang awit at musika. Makikinig kayo sa KPHI #1 Hit Filipino Radio dito sa 96.7 FM, AM 1130, OC 882 at PinoyPowerMedia.com.
Pinoy Power LLC presents live from Honolulu, Hawaii. It's the Alan Alvarez Experience, featuring the best of the Philippines and America through music, news, and more. And now, here's Alan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Whoa, yan ang hinahanap natin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Good afternoon. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Naimbaga aldaw kada kayo amin. And welcome to a very special episode of the Alan Alvarez Experience. We have a very great guest this afternoon. Nandito tayo kasi napaka-importante ang kailangan niyang sabihin sa inyo. Lalo na about solar, new energy, cheap energy. Kailangan pakinggan natin siya, mga kababayan. He is none other than Mr. Zach Latimer. Zach Latimer, tama ba yun?
Tama yan. Yeah.
Tama yan.
Yun ang pangalan ko. Last time I checked. Yeah.
Yun ang pangalan niya. Marunong siya magtagalog. Ang galing talaga. Tumira sa Pilipinas. And naalala niya, natandaan niya, hindi niya nakalimutan.
Nakalimutan ako ng konti. So, yung Tagalog ko is nawawala. Pero marunong pa ako ng konti lang. So, kung may mistake ako, huwag kayong magalit.
Magagalit.
Yeah,
That's
yun
amazing. That's amazing, Zach. And bago tayo mag-umpisa, mga kababayan, paalala ko lang sa inyo, if you're on the computer or you have a smartphone, an iPhone, download our iPhone app, KPHI, and you can also go to www.pinoypowermedia.com and pwede nyo kaming mapakinggan doon. You can hear us there and you can also see us on the video streaming. So yan, mga kababayan, if you can just log on, you'll see the Ustream prompt. Just click on there and you'll be able to see us. And welcome to all our global listeners, Zach. You know, we're being heard all over the world, so anyway,
amazing.
Welcome and thank you for this chance to interview you.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Alan. I appreciate it. I love listening to your show and appreciated my relationship here with the radio. So yeah, maganda talaga ito para sa yung industry namin, para sa business namin sa solar energy, para sa mga homeowner dito sa Hawaii and whole world, yeah, eventually.
So, ano na nangyayari? Ano na ang balita, Zach? Ano na nangyayari? How are things going with coming on KPHI and the solar business?
Yeah, so maganda talaga yung reception sa yung program namin dito sa radio. So, talagang at first I was almost surprised ako sa mga tawag sa aking cellphone, mga customer na hinahanap nila yung best option para sa kanilang program para sa solar or para sa yung expensive power bills. Yeah, so we really did a phenomenal job with the ad here on KPHI, and so it's been a huge part of the business lately because we find that Filipinos are really intelligent people, obviously, and they know how to treat their money. And our program made so much sense, and we had so many Filipino customers already because they appreciated the program on ours because we cover the cost, yeah? So walang bayad sa program namin. So
walang bayad sa programang ito, mga kababayan.
Crazy. So you save money without spending money. So this is the way solar electric should be, yeah? So but the experience has been great. The the news, the balita sa program namin is sa ngayon yung mga installs namin per day sa Oahu alone. I know there's listeners outside of Oahu, but just on Oahu we're doing between 6 and 8 installs per day. So wow. yun ang island wide. Yung mga, I mean, if competitors doing sometimes between 4 and 6 a week. So we're doing a lot right now. So we have a lot of momentum, and the reason is obviously there's no cost, and you can save money on your power bill without having to have a large upfront cost. Because if people look into photovoltaic solar, they realize that typically it's average probably between $25,000 to $35,000 upfront investment.
Wow, mahal naman nun.
Yeah, so too much really. It doesn't make sense. Many people are unfortunately going into debt to do that.
Just to have solar.
Just to have solar. So someday they can start saving money once they've paid off their debt. But our program is different. We allow people to have solar for free. Our total process time is pretty smooth, but people can get solar for free, and then what happens is you're producing your own electricity on your own roof. So the reward for that is cheaper price of power. So you basically save somewhere between, depending on your usage and everything working out with the house, save around mga 35 to 45% sa electric, and that's with no cost to the homeowner whatsoever. Yeah.
Wow. So ayan mga kababayan, no cost, and then you save 35 to 40% on your electric bill. Tama ba yun?
Tama yan.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so may kinikwento ka sa akin kanina, Zach. Sabi mo may tumawag mga 2 weeks ago, tapos ngayon nagpa-install na.
Yeah, installs na.
Yeah, can you tell us about that? Tell us
Sure.
about that. What happened there? That's interesting.
Yeah, so maraming tawag sa akin, mga average probably 3 to 4 a day dahil sa yung radio. So
That's
most people,
amazing.
malapit dito sa west side ng Oahu and Eva Beach and Waipahu. A lot of customers there, Honolulu as well. So we had a customer called me 2 weeks ago, and pumunta ako sa bahay niya, and nag-start yung process kami, and then they already have an install done. So I also had one in Honolulu it's probably been 2 weeks ago. I met with them on Saturday. The following Friday, my installation na.
Oh, really?
So really, we can do it in a week, 2 weeks. Depende kung walang association sa neighborhood, then madali lang talaga yung process. And so they can start saving money almost immediately. And we cover all costs. Everybody says too good to be true. Yun ang sabi nila. So, but obviously, pag tapos na yung mga customer, then they obviously tell their friends that it is, totoo talaga to.
So, masaya ba yung kliyente? Okay ba sa kanya? Was it, I mean, I know it was only yesterday, pero...
Right. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was great, huh?
So typically, the experience has been really good for customers. We don't have many complaints because they just have big round eyes and they can't believe they just got all these solar panels for their roof and they pay nothing. Yeah, so you're saving money. So people are really excited, and typically, because the power bills currently with Hawaiian Electric for most homeowners, it's getting higher and higher. People are paying $300, $400, $500, sometimes more. They're sick of it. So enough's enough.
No, it's expensive.
They want
It's
to,
expensive.
they want to be done with that, and so they become motivated. So when we go through our process and make it really easy, the homeowner doesn't have to do anything really other than have a roof, and meet some really basic criteria, and we can take care of everything and start them saving money. So people should be motivated, So this isn't something to sit around and wait forever, because someday you'll get solar. Unfortunately, solar won't work that way because of limitations on the power grid. People need to act sooner than later. It's really important that they do that, or they may have to be paying really high electric costs forever. So this is a good way to save money and eventually have no power bill whatsoever.
Okay. 436-5211. Mga kababayan, 436-5211 if you want to learn more about how you can get free solar power, free solar equipment in your house. Para makakuha kayo ng libreng solar equipment, mga kababayan. Libre. Okay, this is free. Okay. 436-5211. 436-5211. So when you get these, when people call you, Zach, and then they learn about this, what is the typical reaction when you tell them, and then because you're the most knowledgeable solar guy I know, so I'm sure when they speak to you, magugulat sila, wow, ang dami palang alam nito. Does that help, or what's it like?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a good experience for them. They just have questions, So yung average homeowner,
like what? What are the typical questions?
Sawa na sila sa electric bill. So yung mga questions nila is, I mean, first of all, obviously, talagang walang bayad ito, kasi it's hard to believe, but that really is the truth. It's not some special gimmick or some funny government tax rebate stuff. I mean, those things, you know, can be real, but our program is just very simple and easy, and it makes sense when people think about it. And so, you know, the typical reaction for people is that they want to know if their house will qualify. And so we don't do it for everybody. It's not a program for every single house. So we're looking for certain criteria. One is asphalt shingle roof. The home
Asphalt shingle roof.
shingle roof, just the smaller shingles. That's the best thing. If you don't have that kind of roof, if you have a carport that's flat, that people don't live underneath, obviously, then we can do installations there. So everybody's house is different. So that's one thing that we go through and look at that. Home has to have internet. That internet connection tells us that the solar panels are working. Also tells us if something's broken, what they're using, so we can take care of everything. There's no cost for any maintenance, no cost for insurance on the system.
So how do they react when they're like, "Oh my God"?
They just can't believe it. They tell their friends, they tell their family and their neighbors, and that's how we run our business. We don't do lots of TV ads. It's too expensive. We need our money for your roof.
You know, I've seen your vans around. You have vans.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I've seen them.
Yeah,
I've seen them in our neighborhood. I think they were installing in the Kaimuki area. I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I saw a van there.
Yeah, there's usually white with orange or orange with white.
Orange with white.
It
was orange with white.
It's pretty bright. Yeah, we've got a few of those. So we have, I think, 4 box trucks that carry the panels around with teams of technicians. Our teams do 2 installs a day each, and we have 3-4 teams.
Okay. Oh, you were saying you had 6 to 8 installs a day.
Yeah.
A day. Okay. How is that in industry standards? Is that amazingly fast, or is it?
It's amazing. It's amazing. So currently we're the second largest in the United States in installs. In Hawaii, we're number 1. So number 1 in the state
Really?
because the program, you know, it comes down. I mean, solar is solar. People want to save money, but it's how you get the solar.
Right.
It's ano yung program nyo. Kung may loan, kung may lease, kung may purchase. Pero grabe naman lahat yan because, you know, you don't want to go into debt. So people know that, you know, avoid debt at all costs, right? That's what sabi nila. So obviously people want to avoid that. And so our program is not debt. It's not a lease. It's called the power purchase program. So talagang simple ito, you know. So you change your price of power that you're paying currently for your usage from getting close to around 40 cents per kilowatt sa HICO, and you change down to 25 cents lang. And so you're saving money instantly with 0 cost to you. And then pagtapos na yung program, which lasts 20 years, nasa inyo yung system. Wala nang babayaran sa monthly kuryente. So it has a you know, short term, and it's a, you know, a program for the homeowner, and whoever lives at the house can obviously benefit from that.
So at the end, at the 20th year, when it's finished, you determine then how much you pay from that moment on, or is it still based on that average usage?
So the power purchase program only lasts 20 years. So at that point, our plan is to turn it over to the homeowner.
Okay,
so you don't have to pay even your monthly electric bill anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they can use it as much as they can.
Yep. They just leave it. It stays on the roof. It's actually still under warranty. Warranties say that it has to
lifetime plus.
Well, not necessarily lifetime, but 25, 30-year warranty is depending on which part of the system.
That's amazing.
But it's great because it has to produce a certain amount. So it's a production warranty as well. So at the 20-year mark, it has to produce 85% of what it did brand new.
That's amazing.
So it's still amazing. And so it's a really great program. So it does the same thing as if you were to go into debt to buy solar, but you don't have to go into debt.
No.
So it's really
too
easy.
much debt. I think most people.
Yeah, most people do. You know, there's too many other things with living in Hawaii that we have to deal with financially. So we're just making the power side of it much easier. So yeah, the process is easy. People just can call me. We take a look at the house, set up a 20-30 minute meeting. I go through just the basic program. It's really simple. I get an idea of what the roof is all about. We want to work with homeowners, obviously, if we can. If you're a homeowner but you have renters in another house, we could also do that as long as we speak with you. There's a minimum credit requirement, 700 plus credit score for one of the homeowners. And then after that, you get solar for free and your power bill drops. It's very simple.
Okay. All right. Zach, we have to take a commercial break. Let's pick up on that again on the process when we come back to the program. Again, we are here kasama natin ang ating kaibigan na si Zach Latimer. 436-5211 mga kababayan, 436-5211 if you want to learn more about this great new program to get free solar. We'll be right back with Zach Latimer and the Alan Alvarez Experience.
Tumdong kayo ti Pinoy Power Programa, dito'y 96.7 FM, AM 1130